feet, and there's not that much wrestling, that favors Ribovics, even if it's a What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going over and we are going to be predicting the upcoming fight between Mateusz Gamrot and Esteban Ribovics. But before we get any further into the video, comment down below who y'all got winning this fight, and make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button, turn on notifications when you guys want to see when I upload. Let's get into the video. Looking at Mateusz Gamrot's last fight against Charles Oliveira, he didn't do so bad. Remember, guys, mind you guys, he took that fight on short notice because Charles Oliveira was supposed to fight Rafael Fiziev, but Fiziev got injured, so they had Mateusz Gamrot as a replacement. I thought the card was good. It was a heated face-off, but Mateusz did get submitted. I feel like it was obvious Mateusz Gamrot was going to get submitted because he's mainly a wrestler. He can strike because he was doing good with the striking with Charles Oliveira, but he don't strike like that all the time. Like if you look at the fight with Dan Hooker, that's the fight where he said where he was striking. You know, he was wrestling too, but he was also striking, and it ended up being a war. But he ended up losing his fight before that to Ribovics Clan. If I said his name correctly, he not so bad of a fight. He did win. As for Ribovics, he's coming off a win over Eldens. I forgot his name, but it was a really close fight. It was a war, but Ribovics did win by unanimous decision. Before that, he did lose to Nasharat. It was a close fight. And then also before that, he beat Daniel Zalberg. His last 3 fights, he got awarded Fight of the Night. He's a really good prospect, and I'm glad they're finally putting his name to use and finally giving him someone in the top 10. I do think he should be getting someone in the top 15, but it's like, I get it. You know, they're all booked for fights. Well, except for Manel Torres, but Manel Torres just got injured, I think. So we have to give him time to fight. Time for that. For sure, it's a good fight. If we look at Ribovics' first loss at his UFC debut, he got freaking ragdolled in that fight, and I can kind of see that in his fight with Gamrot because ever since then he hasn't really fought like nobody with elite wrestling like that. Now they have good wrestling, but they didn't use it all the time. Mateusz Gamrot's key thing is wrestling because he's from Poland. And that's what people from Poland do. Their main thing is wrestling, kind of like Russia. If they're doing MMA, I like Mateusz Gamrot. He's got good striking. He's got really good wrestling. This fight's a 50-50 fight. Ribovics, I will say he does have a really good chin. He's taken a lot of punches. I'd say one of the cleanest punches he did get took it was from when he fought Nasharat. It was that was a really good fight. I can see this fight being a fight of the night too. But I think the smartest thing that Gamrot should do is wrestle him because we've already seen him go head to head with Dan Hooker and lost the fight. Even though it was a great fight, but I feel like that was the key thing for Dan Hooker to win. You know, he did go head to head kind of with Jalen Turner before, but Jalen Turner's different from Gamrot. It's a different striker than Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker had also beat him as well, so that's why I feel like Gamrot should have had a smarter game plan. I feel like if he could have dominated him like how Arman Tsarukyan did Dan Hooker, he probably would have won. Gamrot, he's only lost to the top of the best of the best in this division. He's fought and won in the best of the division. I can't really say what was his biggest victory. I guess I could say Jalen Turner, but he has some pretty good, solid victories in the UFC. As for Ribovics, I think his biggest win so far was when he beat Daniel Zalberg. That was a really good fight. If I'm being this year, I don't like Daniel Zalberg. I think he's the worst prospect ever in the UFC. that has had it. I think he can make his jump back, but it's kind of tough to say as of right now. But like I said, Gamrot, if this fight stays on the feet and there's not that much wrestling, that favors Ribovics. Even if it's a close fight, it's gonna favor Ribovics because that's what Ribovics is really good at. So like I said, Mateusz Gamrot is gonna have to wrestle him, not lay on his back. If I see laying on their back, I'm just gonna be done with that. Cause I'm tired of always seeing fighters who are really good at wrestling waste their time and they're freaking lay on top of somebody. Like, why? Like, what's the whole point of doing that? If you're gonna do that, just don't wrestle then. Well, not wrestle, but just don't freaking wrestle the entire time then if you're gonna keep doing that, because there's no point of doing that. Now, who do I think is winning this fight? I got Mateusz Gamrot, guys. Mateusz Gamrot, he's fought so much high-level competition, and he's got the better wrestling in this fight. I see him pulling this win off. But Ribovics, he's gonna have to pressure him with the striking. Make him force to strike with you. Use wrestling defense in this fight and keep the fight striking at all costs. Mateusz Gamrot, he's gonna have to wrestle it his entire way. He's gonna have to wrestle him his entire fight. Also, hunt for submissions, because we never seen Ribovics get submitted before. Let's see how it does when you catch him with a submission. And lastly, trick him into striking with you. That work when you're a wrestler and you can't get someone on the ground. You can trick them into striking. All of a sudden, shoot for a takedown, and it's the least thing they're gonna expect. But like I said, I got Mateusz Gamrot by a close decision, guys. Hopefully, he uses enough wrestling to win this fight. But that is going to be the end of the video, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe. Turn on notifications. Comment down below who you guys got winning this fight. Thank y'all for 55 subscribers. I appreciate it. And I'll see y'all in the next one. I'm out. Bye.